afternoon, everyone. My name is Rick Nalid, teaching professional at Bonita Bay Club. I'm here today to talk a little bit about putting. It's so important when we're talking about putting and trying to putt that we allow ourselves to create pace. I've written an article on your behalf in the Baywatch News that talked about some of the drills that will help us become better putters. One was the line drill on the ball so that we can see wobble and side spins. We actually want to see a ball tumble over itself. That's where the posture and the path come into play for the putt. Today I want to talk mostly about pace. Pace to me is probably the most important element in the art of putting. One of the other drills that we did have there was the gate drill, which I'm standing here nearby. And I think for a simple thing that we can set up prior to going out to play, setting up the gate drill, and I've elaborated it slightly by having a couple of alignment stakes down on the ground and putting my tees for my gate at the end of that. I simply put one stick pointing to the right edge, one stick to the left edge from I'm about 9 feet away, I guess. Put the ball in the center. It helps me with my alignment. It's also going to help me with my path of my stroke. So these are very simple things that you can do prior to playing without getting your head so wrapped around. Where's my stroke? How is it working? What I want you to wrap your head around is pace. The pace of the stroke should be constant and flowing. Yes, this has acceleration to the fulcrum point, to the center. Absolutely it does, either way that it goes. But it's constant, it's fluid, it's not rushed. How many of us putt with a short and long putting stroke? Yes. How many go long and decel? Yes, because we're afraid we hit it too hard. Pace. Pace is important to putting. When we have consistent pace, our ability to read greens and match that up to our pace becomes so much more proficient. We make more putts when we do that. So very important that we focus in on pace. You can find pace through your arms. I like to use the big muscles. I believe that the big muscles are much more controlled. So I like to think of myself as, in a way, rocking the baby, if you'd like, but I like to think of it in my shoulders. This is not an arms thing, this is a shoulder thing. So I'm here to hold, and I hold gently firm. I'm not squeezing tight, and I'm not lamely on the putter grip. I'm gently holding. I call it gentle firm. I get my posture and my position, which is natural to most of us, and I focus in on, to make the stroke, I focus in on my shoulders, and I want them to work. I even think a little bit, in my case, because of my dilemmas and the things I fight through, which is for me to go a little too around, I focus in on my shoulders working more up and down. And I like to focus on my lead or my left shoulder. I like to work on it, saying let's work it down and let's work it up. So now my stroke becomes very easily proficient and consistent from side to side. I'll demonstrate one from the gate, if you will, and you can probably watch that my stroke will work very good with the sticks. Left shoulder down, left shoulder up. I missed, and I'm not supposed to. We should redo the whole thing because of that. I'm going to do one more. I know my lines are good. I made a bad stroke. It's all right, but I'm still thinking about my left shoulder. There's a good stroke right there. Very nice stroke, and it's very gently done. There's no hurries. I know there's acceleration, but it's not an abrupt acceleration. I know there's a change of direction. There's not an abrupt change of direction. So when you do make your way to the golf course and you start thinking about how do I make this happen, we need to be more proactive and reactive on the golf course. We want to play the game. We don't want to force the stroke. We don't want to worry about how far things are traveling back. How far is it traveling forward? How big should my stroke be? It should be reactive. That's playing the game. That's reflex. We're good at reflexes. So if you focus in on a nice, constant, flowing pace, get your good lines, get a nice flowing pace with good posture, nothing in a hurry, very relaxed, our reactions will be better, and I do believe we will make more putts. Thank you for your time. Enjoy.